Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone. It's another day on planet Earth. Let me just check my friends. Good
Hey,
evening. Hey, bro.
how are you?
Good morning.
What time is it there?
Um, Time check.
Four,
It's
4 o'clock?
4:14. Yeah, 4:14
Wow, the dedication,
a.m.
huh? Dedication right there, brother.
I know, man.
That's
It's
it.
your
That's it. You know.
yeah. It's your 10 a.m. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it's 10:15 here in
Uh,
Australia. Yes.
yeah. Cool. Uh, yeah. Hi,
How are?
Blake.
How was your sleep? All good?
I slept late last night, to be honest, because I went playing with this guy. So
Oh, nice. Apex one.
yeah, this is the Mayfix one.
Nice.
Yeah. So how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I just dropped off the kids to school. I'm by myself with our dog. And just going live with you, brother. I didn't
Okay.
actually get your name. What was your name? What like your real name?
My real name is you can just call me Sid.
Sid. Kuya
Yeah. How
Sid.
about you? Hey, bro.
Arvin.
How about you?
Arvin. My name's
Arvin.
Arvin.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. Morning. Marianne. She said,
Yes.
"Why so early?" Yeah, it's so early because my guest here is from down under,
That's right.
and
Australia.
this yeah, this
Hey,
is
Rich.
most. eh,
That's a friend of mine,
uh,
Richard. Mark Richard.
oh yeah.
Warrior.
Hey,
He's
Shwetang.
thanks for joining the live, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's winter over
That's
in
it's almost,
down
it's the
under,
last day
right?
of winter actually. It's almost it's
Wow.
the day before spring. So tomorrow it's gonna be spring for us. So it's gonna get warmer days. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, man.
We had 3 months of
Um,
winter, so now it's gonna be spring. The flowers it's actually started to bloom on the trees and stuff. So it's good.
nice,
Yeah.
nice. In September, October. Yeah, in 3 months over here will be winter.
Oh, what's the weather there at the moment? Autumn or?
Uh, it's summer.
Oh,
Summer. It's
mm,
summer and it's summer. Yeah, and currently it's 29 degrees.
do you guys get snow over there? It's
I'm warrior of life. Say again, sorry.
does it snow in your place or
No, it does snow, but on the mountains.
in the mountains? All right.
Yeah,
You're in Dubai
not on
at
the.
the moment.
Yes, yes,
All
I'm
right.
in Dubai.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
All right.
So everyone who tuned in, good morning. Yeah, welcome to the live, and I am here with my friend Litratois, all the way from Australia. And yeah, I guess we should start. Are you ready, man?
Yeah. Go for it. Go for it. I'm starting.
Okay. Let me just open my book of wonders.
Well, your questions.
Yeah, I do have some questions. These
All
are the
right.
questions that I wanted to ask you personally, so I
Yeah. Go.
can get to know you better.
Mhm.
Yeah, just a fun fact to all of you guys. I've been friends with Litratos for a month now, I guess. Yeah,
I've been
it's
following you
pretty.
for a while, but we haven't really talked. Like we'll talk
Oh,
occasionally, you know. But I think
okay.
I've been following you for a while now. But we've just started.
Really?
Yeah, we've only just connected now.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about
Okay.
like going live and sharing pictures and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I was trying to go over our conversation, and I just saw that we
yeah.
just spoken to each other recently. Yeah,
I actually
so
username before. I had Final Toygraphy. It was before.
okay.
I just recently changed my IG name to Litratoys, just because
Ah, that's why.
Trato is like picture in Tagalog, and
Yeah,
toys,
yes, yes, yes.
Tratoys.
Ye- Yes, that's why. Yeah, it got my attention also. Your
Uh,
username, Toys. Okay, let me kick off with this question. When did you start collecting?
oh, started collecting probably 2017. That was my that's when I actually started collecting seriously. Back
Okay,
to 17, yeah. So what was it? It was actually this figure here, if I can show you. If you guys know this guy,
sure.
that's from.
Let me.
So I'm actually a big Final Fantasy fan.
Okay, Final Fantasy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Noctis from Final Fantasy 15. He's
Is that what
Noctis.
scale is it?
It,
112?
I think it's 1/9. I'm not actually sure the scale, but it's smaller than Hot Toys. They don't actually have a
Okay.
proper scaling because Play Art Sky. It's like the scale. It's
Yeah.
always different. You know, it's like it's bigger, it's
Yeah.
smaller, so it
Yeah.
doesn't have a proper scale. But I think it's 1/9. If
Yep.
Richard
Oh,
can
okay.
correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah,
but I
that's
believe
what I'm thinking. Is Play Art Sky correct? Is it?
it is out of the
Ah,
world.
that's right.
That's correct.
Yeah.
They don't have a
I
proper
sold my
scaling.
Play Art Sky.
That's right. It's by Square
uh,
Enix, the
okay.
guys who.
So yeah, Minor said, "What's up, bro? I finally got Gene. Is this the VHS Gene? Don't tell me it's the Mayfix Gene because I'm waiting for her."
No scale. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, Blake Griggs, we need a bishop figure. Yep. I am warrior of life. Yes, it is indeed um, out of scale figure.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, Minico. Yeah, I have my Minico for ages now. Okay. So you started in 2017.
That's right.
You got figures in your collection. So, what or who got you into collecting?
Actually got myself into collecting. So what actually happened was I was browsing through eBay because
Yeah.
Final Fantasy was released in 2016, like November 2017, or early 2017. I was just browsing through eBay, like looking for Final Fantasy 15, and then I came upon this figure of Noctis. He was actually on
Oh.
bid. He was actually on bidding. So I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that there was a Final Fantasy figure. So I was like, I'll put a bid on it, and actually I won the bid. And then when I got it, I was like, wow, I was really stoked with the quality of the figure. Like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that they actually released Final Fantasy figures and stuff like that. So it's
Mm-hmm.
actually good. I actually grew up playing this game from my brother,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
from it just it just brings back childhood memories. And this was the early Final Fantasy actually.
So, do you have more Play Art Sky Final Fantasy figures or just
Yes,
that?
I was actually only into Final Fantasy before until I actually started collecting other figures. So
Okay.
I'll show you later the ones that I have displayed. It's actually on display
Mm.
at the moment, but I don't have any space for the others. But I can show you the
Oh,
ones that I have at the that's being displayed.
okay.
You can just hold. If you can see,
Ah,
there are
yeah,
the
cool.
ones.
The guy with wings.
That's right, Sephiroth, and then that's a third party head sculpt from of Zach that I got someone from a guy who made it from Indonesia,
Yeah.
and got the Cloud in the Hardy Daytona,
Mm-hmm.
and the Final Fantasy VII crew with Baby Groot.
Yeah. Nice. With baby
The
Groot.
baby Groot is there. That's right.
Nice,
So I've
wow,
got another shelf, but it's on the other side.
nice one.
That's it.
Um, yeah, okay. So I think one I'm Warrior of Life here is also a Final Fantasy fan.
Yes,
I
really.
reckon his collection as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he collects
Okay.
Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, and a
Yeah,
few
Kingdom
others.
Hearts.
Yeah,
Mhm. So, what was your action? What was your first action figure? Is it the Final Fantasy?
yeah. It was
Is it
actually this one.
Noctis?
Uh, it was
Okay,
actually
Noctis.
Noctis, Final Fantasy
Yeah.
15. Yes.
So, having said that, who is your latest action figure?
The latest one I have, I would probably
Yeah.
say this one here, the Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, Lightyear from the movie.
Yeah, the movie version of Buzz Lightyear
Mm-hmm.
from H Regards. I also
Mm-hmm.
only just got him recently. I haven't actually
Okay.
taken
Is it
him out of the box yet,
okay?
so I have
Cool.
how he looks
Cool.
like.
Very nice. Yeah. You love him, I think, because
Do you,
one of my friends, which I also had live with him. He got Buzz Lightyear, and he really enjoyed it. He's
oh, okay.
enjoying it.
I-
Yeah.
I've seen good reviews online
Mhm.
about the figure, and apparently it's really good.
It's from SH Figures, correct?
Yeah, right. Yes, it's actually
Okay.
good
Right.
because they just they only mentioned him later this year. I think it was later this year, and then they released it. They released it, you know,
Mhm.
as soon as possible.
Yeah.
It didn't take
Yeah.
like a couple of years before it was released.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a custom figures
Custom
aside
figures?
from the one? Yeah.
Any custom figures? I think I do. Just hold on. I'm just gonna get him. Huh?
No, it's okay. No pressure.
I would have to say it's this one here, Mr. Bean.
Oh, wow.
I need to get a bigger head sculpt because the head sculpt for this guy it's a bit too small. If you can see that,
Yeah.
so I need to get
Yeah.
a custom
What's the body?
one. I think it's the Mix Max one that they used.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit bigger, and the head sculpt is a bit too small for the body.
Nice.
Yeah,
And do you do kit bash as well?
I do sometimes when I have an idea of doing a
Mm-hmm.
kit. I'll grab parts from one figure and put it
Yeah.
on the other and stuff like that. Yeah. Do you do
Okay.
that?
Yeah, that's right. So I'd like to know what are your top five toy
My
Say,
top.
sorry, say again.
Do you do kit bash by yourself? Like, do you mix and match?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. Especially I have Kit Bash here, which are the Marvel Legends.
Oh,
So
okay.
I do that also for toy photography.
Nice.
Oh, I was asking what's your top five toy companies?
Top five. I would have to say Play Art Sky. Um,
Okay.
Play Art Sky because of the Final Fantasy, which I actually grew up
Mhm.
in playing the game. So they've actually been releasing a lot of good Final Fantasy figures lately. They're actually more focused on Final Fantasy 7, which I wish
Okay.
they did that focus on the other franchise like Final Fantasy 8. Hopefully in the future that they'll release more figures of those franchise.
Yeah.
Also, I'm also liking the SH figures.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, they're actually been releasing really good quality figures, like
Yeah. Yeah.
that SH figures to the Goku and
Yeah.
Vegeta.
The
So
Dragon
they're
Ball. Yeah.
really good. Yes, you need the Final Fantasy 16. Maybe after
Okay.
maybe after they release the game, they'll probably release some figures for that.
Yeah.
What else? Um, Mafex is really good. I'm liking Mafex at
Mm-hmm.
the moment. They're not too
Yeah.
bad. The earlier Mafex ones, it's the joints are a bit it's a bit uh, what is it, fragile.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I've
brittle.
noticed. Yeah, that's right. You need to soak them in water first before you can like actually
And
move them and stuff.
okay, and it's yeah. Okay.
Mm. What else? I'm actually into. I'm actually started collecting Marvel Legends. I've actually just
Oh,
got
you.
into collecting Marvel Legends. I actually just got the Wolverine one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that
Uh, which Wolverine is it?
it's the one with the heated
The
claw. Heated claw.
okay, okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
think you know that one. It's just the Wolverine by itself in a head sculpt. Without it doesn't have
Ah,
a
yeah.
build a figure one.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Okay. So is that five? Did you oh yeah,
And
Hasbro.
is Bring Arts. They're under Play Arts Sky also, but the smaller
Okay.
versions of, so they're actually introducing a smaller version of the Final Fantasy stuff. So from, I
Yeah.
think they're 1 by 12 scale, the Bring Arts.
One.
So
Okay.
the 6-inch figures ones. So they're
Six.
they're
Yeah.
good. They've started releasing Kingdom Hearts and a few other Final Fantasy franchise stuff, which is
King.
good.
Okay. Kingdom. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Um. Do you have any characters you wish toy makers will make?
Uh, Probably. I wish Mayfix would make more basketball players
Yeah.
figures, because they've only
Mhm.
released LeBron James and what's that
Michael
one?
Jordan. Mm.
So I wish maybe in the future they'd release maybe Kobe Bryant, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
um, Dwayne Wade, Steph Curry,
Mm.
uh,
Dennis
those players.
Rodman.
Yeah, that's right. Because I think they have it right at the moment, but it's in 1 by 9 scale. The Asmus, oh no, and Enter Bay, I believe.
Yeah. Enter Bay. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they have
that's
one. I think one
the
by nine.
that's 116. What is it?
Uh,
1 by 9?
1/6. I
Oh,
think
it's
there's a
one.
1 by 9 scale of that
Uh,
one.
okay.
Mm.
Okay. So you okay? So is there any toy line that you want to collect but you don't want to start?
Probably Hot Toys. I'd
Oh
like to
yeah.
start collecting Hot Toys and Asmus toys,
Mm.
because
I've heard about that.
they're really the quality of the figures look very nice. Like you can
Mm-hmm.
tell like it looks real.
Yeah.
You know
It's
the
premium.
That's right. But it's too expensive, like especially if you're on a tight budget, you need to be strict with what you spend.
Mm. Yeah, that's
And
true.
I'm in that position.
Okay. Blake Griggs said Martin Lawrence figure Sister Act Whoopi Goldberg toy line. Well, I think that's Whoopi Goldberg. I think NECA can do her.
Yeah,
Can
next.
make figure out for NECA. Yes. Okay. So let's talk about your toy photography.
Okay.
Because I see your posts; they are really amazing.
Thank you.
And and also do you use props or dioramas?
Yeah,
And
so
what's your inspiration?
before I actually started toy photography, I was actually into landscape photography. So I was actually taking
Mm.
pictures outside. But because um, my wife,
For hobby, yeah, for hobby.
I was just going outside with my brother, taking pictures and stuff like that outdoor. But because like
Mm.
we had a kid, and then I couldn't go out as much. I focused more on what I can do indoor. So
Okay.
that's really what
Uh,
started me to start taking pictures of my collection.
mhm.
And then I was browsing through Instagram, and I saw people taking pictures of photos and stuff like that. And they were using diorama. They were using their monitor for backgrounds and stuff like that. And they were coming up with amazing ideas. So I was like, I've got figures, I've got props like this and that. Why not shoot something? And then I
Yeah.
started pictures. And that's how
Right,
it's.
right, right. Okay, so what's your inspiration in your photography?
So my inspiration, I would probably say, looking at other people's work inspires me to take pictures of my figures, especially like
Yeah,
with yes
right.
that they're coming up with. You know, it's like you're putting yourself out there. You're making art. You know, it makes people happy with what you produce out there. You know,
True.
like like you wouldn't imagine yourself like putting a photo out there which would be making someone happy, and they'll be like, oh, you know, this is an amazing idea. You know, it's just stuff like that.
Right, right, right. You're
Yeah.
right. Do you try to
Do
recreate
you
some movie
have
scenes or?
Can I ask you something? Do you use diorama and stuff like that too, or?
Yep, yep, I do. Yes,
No?
I do make use of those. I sometimes make like brick walls, the basic brick walls.
All right.
Uh, I purchased as well a diorama from Extreme Sets, but
Yeah. Oh,
I'm still waiting for it to be shipped to me. So
I
yeah, I'm excited for that.
I wanted to start buying from Extreme Set, but the postage is very expensive. It's like the same price as the diorama to be sent here in Australia.
Yeah, that's why.
So hopefully
Yes.
they can in the future they'll make a like they'll put a they'll have a store here where you know we can purchase it locally and it
Yeah.
won't be
Yeah.
expensive to be posted.
Yeah. That's true. Yep. It is
Because
very expensive
postage is a killer right now. You know, like it'll cost like the postage will be the same amount of the
of
diorama.
the figure.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, of the
Yeah,
diagram.
that's right.
Sometimes more.
It's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. So I have to ask, how many times? I mean, how many hours do you allot into photography?
I probably spend around 2 to 3 hours, depending
Mm-hmm.
on the setup of taking the picture. You know, like sometimes it'll take me to like an hour or 30 minutes. If it's just a simple, you know, portrait shot, it'll it'll take me
Yeah.
an, it'll take me 30 minutes to an hour. But if I have to get set up a diorama, put the props, and put all the lighting and stuff, around 2 to 3
Right.
hours. Yeah,
Right. Right.
and then after that you have to do the editing. So
Editing. Yeah.
mm, editing can take up.
Um. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Shipping fee is heartbreaker.
It is.
Postage. Yeah. It is. It is. Yeah.
I wish we were in
It's one of
America.
our
Where
problems.
everything is you can get everything in America, like you know.
I know.
Posted.
Yeah. Yeah. They're lucky guys over there.
Yeah, that's right. Because it's not a big community here in Australia. There are some that
Mm.
collects, but they're not. I don't think they're much exposed as what we see
Mm-hmm.
in America or in the Philippines and Malaysia and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's true. I know two guys who are collectors down. I mean, down in Australia.
that. Mm.
Just two guys plus you, and and the next three
Yeah,
of you.
I only know
That's
one.
it.
Actually, I only know two guys here in Canberra that collects,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them is a close friend of mine. So when I need figures like I don't have, and I just want to take
Mm-hmm.
picture of it, I'll ask him. You know, can I borrow your figure? And I just want to take a picture of it,
Yeah.
and I'll.
Mm. Right. 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 Okay. So, who is your favorite toy reviewer?
Toy reviewer, probably
Yeah.
the Amazing. I
Okay. That
I
guy from
follow
New
him.
York.
Yeah, I follow him on YouTube actually.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever there's a
Mm-hmm.
figure being released, I'll look at his reviews and see the articulation. You know how it actually looks like in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Right before
Yeah.
there's times where it's hard because like sometimes I'll pre-order the figure and then when
Mm-hmm.
it comes out it doesn't actually look like how it looked like when they promoted the figure, and
Yeah.
then I get disappointed. In especially at the moment with Play Art Sky, there's times
Yeah.
where they'll have a promo like the prototype, but
Yes.
when they release the figure, it doesn't look like that. So that's
Mm-hmm.
one thing. But in a way, I'm still happy because they had the potential of releasing the figure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in a way, like you'll have to look for. There's, like when you get a figure, you want it to look perfect.
Yeah.
You want the head sculpt to look exactly how it looks like in the movie or in the
Yeah.
game. So I
Yeah.
usually, when I don't receive what I want, I look for a person who can repaint the face,
Customize.
or
Okay. Yeah.
or I'll get uh, a third party head sculpt.
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
Do you do the same? Can I ask you if you do the same, or if you're not happy
Yeah.
with?
Um. Well, so far at the moment, I really get the figures that I really like. So far, I don't have any problem with the head sculpt and stuff.
Okay.
Um, I do have a Tony Stark and a Tom Holland head sculpt.
Oh,
I got it from
that one, like the hot toy version of.
yes, but I got them in a 112 scale
Uh,
from what's it? Um, Man Nipple.
yeah,
Man
that one.
Nipple. Yeah, yeah. So
They're really good.
I had,
They look really hot
yeah,
toy.
it's a
Toy.
downsized hot toy head
That's
sculpt.
right.
Yes.
They can get
Yeah.
very expensive though, just for that head sculpt.
Hold on. Let me just grab something.
Go for it. Yes, the Play Arts Sky. It's a hit and a miss. They will release like a good prototype, but would release a miss head sculpt.
Yeah. Um. Okay. So thoughts on the new? I mean, it's not new anymore. But can you give any your thoughts on the IG Instagram algorithm?
Um, I
And
think
have you done
it
any reels recently?
it doesn't really bother me. Like I'm not in for the likes or for
Mm,
follows. I want to put my work out there. I mean, I know for some it can be frustrating because they want their work to be acknowledged.
yeah.
So, I mean in a way it it what's this, like, it helps, like, if it gets out there, but at the moment I think because with the algorithm it's not reaching some of the people who follow you.
Yeah.
It can be
Yeah.
frustrating for some, but for me at the moment it's not bothering me, because
Oh,
like I just want to put my work out there. If people see it, and people share my post, it's I'm
mhm.
grateful.
Yeah.
What about you at the moment?
Um, before, yeah. Because I used to, like, for example, I post something before I sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and when I wake up in the morning, I get like hundreds of likes and stuff. So after the new IG algorithm, my my likes dwindled down.
Yeah.
So it was like, am I doing something wrong, or are
Mm-hmm.
my posts not seen by my my friends and stuff? So
I
at
think
first,
at the moment,
I was bothered.
is it because of
Say
the
again, sorry.
reels and stuff? Is it because of reels and stuff like that? That's why it's not.
Yeah, I think Instagram wants us to do reels, right? Because they're trying to
uh
be TikTok. They're
yeah,
trying to be TikTok.
just gonna keep swiping and just see the videos. People want to see
Mm,
videos now and not pictures.
nice pictures, yeah. But then it also made me think why I'm doing such things. So um, I realized that I'm doing this because I like it, not
Yeah,
because I mean the likes would be like a plus,
yeah,
but
it motivates you.
ultimately, yeah, it should be, because you enjoy the hobby. That's why you're doing it. So it's also a, good reminder.
Yeah,
So eventually I accepted whatever
yeah.
it is.
I haven't actually
So yeah,
made any reels. I haven't really tried making any reels at the moment. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know. Maybe in the future I'll see how it works, and maybe
Mhm.
maybe I'll
You
start
know
getting
what?
more likes. But I'm not in for the likes or for the follows or anything.
Hmm. But you know what? Doing reels is much easier than just posting photos. To be honest, you can
Oh,
just
okay.
shoot whatever. You can shoot whatever. You slap music and a caption, and then
Just
that's it. You have a
taking a
reel.
picture, music in it, making it a reel.
It- yeah, you can do that as well. But taking photos, you have to set up, you have to edit, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's more tedious to do
Okay.
compared to doing reels.
Do some BTS for shoots for reels. Okay. I'll give that a
Yeah,
try. I'll
yeah,
uh
yeah.
I'll take some video.
BTS shoots can, yeah, BTS shoots is fun too.
We'll see. We'll
Okay,
see.
do you have any other social media platforms?
I actually did TikTok before. I was actually putting my BTS in there
Mm-hmm.
before, but then I got lazy. I just like, what's the point? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I time and with kids growing up, I'd wanted to put more time with the kids and stuff. So I actually
Yeah.
cut down on taking pictures. Before I was actually waking up like 4 o'clock in the morning just to take some pictures, but like now I'm like
Oh,
I need my sleep. I need to drop off the kids to school, so I'm like I'm cutting down on taking pictures. I'll take pictures when they're in school, and I'm by
mm-hmm.
myself. I'm like, oh, what can I do instead of like, or if I get motivated, I'll take pictures. If not, I'll just watch a movie. Yeah, it does take too much effort. I'd like to get into
Yeah,
more outdoor photography, especially now because it's spring is coming. I
yeah.
I actually look at some other toy photographers like CGE Rock. I'm not sure if you
Uh-huh.
follow him, but he does a lot of outdoor photography, like the use of the environment with the sand, blowing up the sand and stuff like that into the
Yeah.
and taking pictures.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to do in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
do outdoor photography by by any chance?
Um, in the winter, yes, because in
Oh,
summer it's a pain to
too hot.
do the photography.
Fair enough.
Okay, do you have any are there any problems that you encounter in the toy collecting hobby?
Oh, there's a lot. Finance.
Wow.
It can be very expensive collecting figures.
It is expensive.
It,
Yeah,
it
yeah, you're right.
is. It's expensive, especially
Mm.
when you like something. It's like you need to get it. You
Yeah.
know, you don't
Yeah,
you don't
especially where
you don't
you're at.
you don't think of the price. It's like $300. It's okay. I can close my eyes and like I can get this figure. But then when you want to buy
Mhm.
a T-shirt, it's like $50. It's like it's too expensive.
Yeah, it's too expensive. Yeah,
But when it's a
or
figure,
sometimes even
when
or
it's a figure,
sometimes even
you
food.
get that's it. Um, but in a way, it's good because I'm not sure if you're familiar with Afterpay or PayPal. The four payment plan.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah, yeah.
actually been doing that at the moment, so it's not too heavy. I think it gets deducted like every 2 weeks.
Hmm.
So if it's like 200, I'll be paying $50 every fortnight.
Yeah.
Just so that
But
it's
but
not
do
too
you
heavy.
but do
I
you
get the
get
figure.
the figure? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
the figure.
Yeah.
So they'll send me the figure, and then I'll just pay. I'll pay there was this the seller
Okay.
in four. Yeah,
In four
so it's
payments.
good.
Okay. But they ship the figure
Get the figure. Yeah.
outright. Yeah.
If you guys
Okay.
have that there, you guys have it in Dubai.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, we
Okay.
do. We have to. Well, I forgot how we call it, but it's about tabby or something. We call it
Uh,
differently.
Here it's
Okay.
after. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd like to know your future plans. Are you going to expand? Are you going to slow down, or are you going to stop?
At the moment, I'm just actually slowing down
Mm-hmm.
on collecting because of the space. Very hard collecting if you don't have the space for it. Like I
Yeah.
actually have figures everywhere, under the couch, like under the bed. in the kids' room. It's so my toys are actually scattered everywhere around the house,
Better.
just to, you know, I'm making space for every, like, for the ones that I like. Like, there's one like under, just underneath where the TV is, like the entertainment unit. So it's everywhere at the moment. You know, I wanna save up for a bigger apartment where we can move maybe in the future and have an actual man cave for my figures.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's one of the dreams of a
that's one thing.
collector.
That's one problem when you're in toy collecting. It's the room, especially because I keep the boxes of my figures.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I keep the boxes of my figures because you paid for, you paid for the box. You know, like it holds a
Yeah,
sentimental value when you have it in the box, and
yeah.
it protects it from getting damaged. You know.
Okay. So
Mm.
you put them back in the box.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm,
Unless I bought a figure which was not in the box, then I'll have it like in a sealed
okay.
bag, or in, in one of
Yeah,
those boxes. Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah,
Okay, so mhm. So what is the impact of toys to you on a personal level?
the impact, it brings me a lot of happiness. You know, especially when I've
Right.
just woken up and I go outside now. In the morning I'll look at my figures. You know, it's just my pride and joy. You know, I look at my
Right.
collection, and then, I feel happy in the morning. You know, or like when I get home
Yeah.
from, I'll just look at my collection and stuff like that. You know, I'll move them a little bit. You know, it brings you that fulfillment of
Right.
having that figure in your hand.
Right. 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 Okay. Oop. Okay. So talk about the toy community as a whole.
Oh, the toy community has always been great for me. I haven't experienced any, um, what do you call this, negative comments or anything like that. Like, they've been very supportive, because I've actually in a toy photography group in on Facebook in the Philippines. You know, like, I'll share my
Wow.
posts there, and then they'll give me, good comments. You know, like, on nice lighting, nice pose and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
the toy community in what's this in on Instagram, they've been very helpful, because, like,
Yeah.
I found a few, like, amazing toy photographers, like Plastic Action, Cad's Toy, Nose Rain. Like, I'll ask them,
Mhm.
what
Shout
kind
out
of
to you guys.
you know, I'll shoot them a message. I'm like, I'm always asking questions in regard to toy photography. So I'll
Wow.
ask, what kind of lighting do you use? Where can you get this kind of light? Where can you get this kind of props and stuff like that? And they'll share me their info. It's a
Mhm.
nice. It's not like one of those, like, like gym community where there are always negative comments and stuff like that. I've never experienced any negative comments
we
in toy
we are,
community.
yeah, we are in a good community.
That's right. It's all positive vibes.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Okay. So what is your takeaway from the toy collecting hobby? I know
What
it kind of sounded like the same with my first question. What is the impact of toys?
Mhm.
But this time, what is your takeaway from the toy collecting hobby? What do
in
you
what
get out of it? It's like, what do you? What's
I get
your? I mean,
I get fulfillment, like, actually having the
mhm,
figure in hand. And because
yeah.
I do a lot of toy photography, like, I want to have the actual figure in my hand, just to make,
Mhm,
to be able to make that scene that I want to make.
yeah.
So
So, yep.
it's nice to have the
So
figure in my.
perhaps, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And perhaps you also enhance your skills, right? In toy photography,
Yes,
and also, yeah.
I did not know how to use Photoshop before, or any of
Mm,
that, Lightroom or anything, because I was just taking pictures and just posting anything. And then I've
yeah.
just actually what I did was I studied some of the other toy photographers, what they do, with they use like that atmosphere aerosol,
Yeah, like the smoke
the
effect.
the, the mist. So I actually ended
The
up getting
mist effect.
those. It's
Yeah,
improved
yeah,
my photography. I've actually bought a couple of diorama from America, from the States, and that's improved my photography a lot just by looking at other photographers. You learn a lot from them.
yeah.
So
Right, right.
what
Yeah.
helped me improve in my photography.
Okay. Okay. So any advice to someone who is thinking of, doing toy collecting?
Oh, my advice. Oh, I would have to say make um, probably one budget your collection, which I don't apply to myself, but I'm saying it out there. Like I wish I'd listened to my own advice, but I would say don't use your emergency funds for collecting.
Yeah,
Set aside some budget for collecting. If you have enough, you know you can
yeah,
purchase like that.
yeah,
Make sure you have enough space when you're collecting, because it's gonna grow. Promise me, once
yeah,
you start collecting, it's gonna grow. Like it's like you want to get this, you want to get that. Especially if you grew up watching all these kind of anime games and stuff like that. Like I wouldn't have thought my collection would grow after I got my first figure. Like I would say,
yeah,
this is the figure I'd be collecting, and then I
yeah,
kept on through eBay. I'm like, oh, there's a figure of this one. I'm gonna get it, and then
yeah,
up. That's right. You gotta limit yourself. And then I saw other photographers. Oh, I didn't know that there was actually a figure of this toy. You know, I'm gonna
yeah,
get it because I grew up watching this this show, and it actually has a figure of it. I'm gonna get it.
mm,
Stuff like
yeah, right, right.
yeah. So
Yeah,
space. Other what is that? My other advice is join community, like maybe like a Facebook group in your area, because there's a lot. I'm sure there's a lot of groups. Like in Australia, we have a Marvel Legends Australia, where
wow.
there's thousands of members in that community. They're always sharing their thoughts, and they're always like, if they want to sell figures, it's a best place
Oh,
to get. Yeah, I'm sure because they're collectors, they handle their figures, very
v-
carefully.
v- yeah,
So I think joining
right,
the community and on Facebook, it will help you
right,
save, on spending a lot of money from collecting. What
right.
else? Probably also beware of bootlegs. There's a lot of
Ah,
bootlegs out there. You
mhm,
gotta,
mhm.
when I first started collecting, I didn't know there was such thing as bootlegs. My first,
Yeah,
my,
I
my
know.
second figure of Final Fantasy Squall of Final Fantasy 8, I didn't know there was a bootleg. I got it for like $70. So I was like, all right,
Oh,
I'll got the figure. And I was like looking, I was so happy with this figure. Like there's actually an actual figure of this toy, from the game that I used to play. And like when I didn't know it was a bootleg until I joined the group and on Facebook.
uh,
And then I
somebody
showed them,
told
I was taking pictures of that figure, and they were telling me, oh, that's a fake. I was so
you.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
I still have him now. I still have him. He's stored somewhere in the room, but I'll just
Mm.
use him for a spare part. And until after that, I ended up. I still do get some third party figures. Like
Yeah.
just for like background or stuff like that, but not the main collections. I try to get
Mm.
uh,
The
genuine ones.
genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
Do you yourself
Right.
have ever encountered getting a
Um. Well. Well. Yes. That would be the Dragon. Goku. SH
uh,
Figures. I got it off. There's a local, like an Amazon version here in Dubai. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a local version of eBay. I was still starting back then, and I got him, and I got him in a state that it is like super glued back. So, but luckily I was able to return it.
All right.
I do have one here. I think it's bootleg. It's the Avengers Hulk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I got it for a very cheap price, and it says it's SH Figure Arts Hulk, but it felt like it's a bootleg. But
Mm.
well, I'm just keeping her. I mean, him.
There's some
I'm just keeping
quality
him.
ones. There's good quality bootlegs ones, but you want to support the real the real
Yeah,
making
that's
of the figures.
true. Yeah, but this Hulk, it's fine. I think it's fine. It does the job.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. Um, so in the toy collecting realm, who do you think should dictate the market? The toy makers or the toy collectors?
I would have to say the toy collectors. You need to give what the toy collector wants. There's no point of putting out a toy there
Yeah, right.
where no one wants it. You need to listen to the audience, and you got to give them what they want. You'll make. I think they'll make more money in a
Mm-hmm.
way, and they also need to the quality control of or the quality issues of the figures. Like
Yeah,
they'll be releasing a figure, and it doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like. In
yeah, yeah.
into the audience, the market.
Yeah.
Mm.
But we still buy them, right?
That's
I
right.
mean, yeah, we still buy them anyway.
Yeah,
So
problem
yeah,
is because we still buy them. That's why they
that's right.
like, oh, even if we produce this kind of figure, people will still buy them because they want them.
Yeah, that's why we
That's
came to a point that they are driving,
that's
you
right.
know, dictating the market. Yeah, right, right. Okay, I think I have one more.
I think
Okay,
so.
what is your most treasured toy, money value aside?
Probably this one here, the Sentinel toy.
Miles Morales?
Yeah, he's a really good
Uh,
figure. They really captured his likeness in the movie, like the head sculpt. The articulation is really good. Like you can really pose him in many ways.
mhm.
He comes with so many accessories, so which is good.
Yeah,
The only thing I did for him is probably the facial expression. It would have been nice if they had like the face plates where you can change his expression.
So that's your most treasured toy, right?
Yeah, this one here. At the moment, it's this one here. I actually
Uh,
ordered the his clothes. The material one, the fabric
yeah,
on
yeah,
eBay because I wanted to dress him up. And give
yeah,
him that
right.
because at the moment he's got the plastic ones at the moment. So, which is a
Yeah,
bit hard to pose, but I think with the fabric cloth, it'll be a lot easier to pose him.
yeah. I'm Warrior of Life. Yeah, I use bootlegs for extra joints for repair and for toy custom parts. Correct. That's why he keeps them. Blake Griggs here. He said Batgirl Yvonne Craig figure. Yep. Did you get my questions? Yes, we do. I saw your questions. You said three questions. Um, DC Direct Batman Adventure Continuous Wave line. Oh, okay. So Shady the Penguin. Yes. I think the DC Direct toy company should, mm, I mean, release some of the cell shaded figures for them characters, but we don't know. Adventure Continuous Wave Toyline release. Yeah, okay. Yep. So Blake is talking about some of the DC Direct figures.
Hmm.
I wanted to show them with like the cell shaded versions. Okay. I think I have asked all the questions that I
Mm.
wanted to ask
I
you.
actually have a question for you, brother.
Yeah.
How do you keep your
So
figure
yeah.
of your? How do you
Say
keep your
again.
figure
Sorry.
clean? How do you
Oh,
keep your figure clean? Do you clean them once a month, or like do you have them behind a glass window or something like that, or
I don't clean them at all. I'm kidding.
they're
Let me
dusty at
show
the
you.
moment?
No, no. I need to protect them as well.
Okay.
So this is an IKEA shelf, and it doesn't have the glass door
All right.
protection. So I just put a I put a plastic cover.
All right. Yeah. Nice. It
Yeah, there's
helps.
a
You know, it will help it
yeah
clean.
there's a plastic cover. Yeah, just to keep them clean. What
That's right.
two of the guys in the toy community was asking, are those plastic covers? And I said, yes. Why? Yeah, because I don't know, maybe they're weirded out
But
me
it's good.
making use of
You know
plastic
how
cover. Yeah, I just told them that it helps me from,
cleaning
keeping my toys out of dust. So
that
yeah, because dusting is,
it
it'll take time for
file.
you to clean, dust them off. Yeah,
That's right.
and of course, my hot toys are protected in a detail shelf.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was about to say that you can. This is the part where you can ask your questions if you have
Um,
any more.
sorry about that. Yeah, yeah. So
Nah, that's fine.
when did you start collecting?
I started collecting back in 2000 and 2000 and I think 2002.
Oh, long time, huh?
Yeah,
Long.
my first figures were actually the Toy Biz,
Mm.
X-Men Toy Biz, and the buff piece was the Sentinels.
Uh-huh. You still have them? You
And
still have
then
the that you collected before?
I have Archangel and Gambit. I
All
sold
right.
off the others, and yeah, it just so happened that at that time I really didn't know where to get my my toys. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know where to buy them, and so I stopped for a long time because also at that time I was in adulting stage. You go to college and you need to get a job.
Yeah.
And in 2015, I saw one Funko Pop Beast.
Okay.
So I said, okay, I think this will do. Even if the Funko Pops looks cute, I said
Mm.
this will do. And then so I put up an Instagram page for that. And yeah, someone in the toy community showed me where to get this. I didn't even know about Hasbro before. I didn't know anything about the toy companies. And I saw she posted a story where I think that was in an SDCC convention. Um, she posted a photo of Rogue, the Marvel Legends. And I was like, wow, where can I get this? Where can I buy this? And then she said, those are just for display. It'll be out soon. So yeah, from there, it just skyrocketed. I've
Mm.
been buying waves of toys, even the ones that I don't,
Do you
I
still
don't
collect?
really need.
You still collect Funko Pops, or you've stopped collecting
No, I
those?
stopped.
All
I
right.
stopped with Funko Pops unless they are X-Men.
All right.
Uh, Yeah, I get unless I really like them, but I stopped on Funko
Mm.
Pops. Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
used
yeah.
I collected I collected one. It was the God of War, Kratos and Atreus, the double pack one. No, just
Mm-hmm.
to have something, to have a look at. I that's probably the only Funko Pops I have. I never really
Yeah,
got into collecting. I just wanted to have that one because it was like,
yeah,
at that
yeah,
time, God of War God of War was just released, and just wanted to have everything that was God of War. And I
yeah,
actually, I think I still have it. I'm not sure where it is at the moment. It's somewhere. That's the problem,
yeah.
you don't know where you don't know where the toys are at the moment. You gotta search.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you keep a log of your toys?
No, actually, I used to have one before, like how much I bought it, and then like
Yeah.
but now I stopped counting, because once I see how much I've spent, I'm like, oh,
Mm,
I'll probably, be shaking my head. But yeah, I've stopped counting, and I've stopped
mm,
seeing like I've stopped writing how much it cost me to get them.
mm.
But yeah, what about you?
Okay.
You gonna continue growing your collection in the future, or?
I would grow it, but it will be cherry picking for me.
Mm.
Uh, I definitely slowed down. I sold off some of, I mean, 50% of my Marvel Legends. I sold them off. I'm really after the quality figures at the moment, like from what we're having with what we've been getting with Mayfex. So I'm
Hmm.
I'm focusing on those. I don't mind
It's
if
very
it's
it's very hard to
more
release.
expensive.
It's very hard to let go of some of the figures, like especially
Mhm.
it's got like sentimental value. Like
Yeah.
I've had trouble letting go of some of my figures because like
Mhm.
I don't know, like it feels special to me, like and like if I give it away, I'm like you know it won't be in my hands anymore. But when I think it's in a way it's like it's gonna go somewhere to a person who's gonna appreciate it more than I do.
Yeah. Right. Right. So
That's
so do
it.
you do you just give it away, or you sell
No,
it or
I
something?
I've sold a few figures, but at the moment I'm still picking of which ones I wanna sell. But at the moment I'm not thinking of any selling any ones off at the moment. But yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Anything else you want to ask or you want to say? Your
that's
name
it.
is Arvin, right?
Yeah,
Arvin.
that's
Yeah.
correct,
Arvin.
Arvin.
Yeah. Okay. So anything else?
No, I think we're good. No, we had a good discussion about the toys and stuff.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
Thank you for having me.
What time do you? Yeah. What time do you have to go to work?
In about an hour from now, so I
Oh,
have to.
okay. It's the same. In an hour,
Yeah,
I'll start preparing. Anyway,
that's right.
yeah, man. It was nice, talking to you, and
Yes.
thank you for your time. I
No,
appreciate
I
you.
appreciate you. I appreciate for joining your live and asking me all these questions that I never actually put out.
Thank you
So
for your answer, for your responses.
awesome.
It's been real. I love the experience, and yeah, getting to know you more is my takeaway out of this IG live. And yeah, keep inspiring. I really like your posts.
Thanks, man.
When I saw your post, I said, "Oh man, I really have to up my photography skills, and and I need to come up with better props and backgrounds and stuff." So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
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 on,
really good.
always on eBay looking for props and
Mhm.
marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. I'm always looking for like props in there, so that that
I
that will
did,
help.
I did buy several props. I'm
Mm.
waiting for them. I
Oh, that's good.
just bought yesterday. I got it from Japan, and then there's
Oh,
I think it's 10 props. So we'll see. I'm excited.
mm.
I'm
All right.
excited.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Hopefully, you need to tag me
yeah,
when you've taken your
I
pictures.
will
Okay.
do that. Hey, I'm Warrior of Life. I'm gonna, yeah, check
All
check your
right.
profile out. I think we're
Thank
following.
you.
I think we're following each other, or maybe you're following me, or yeah, I
Mm.
need to follow you
Yeah.
back.
Johnny is one of those guys that live here in Canberra that collects toys. So he's a close friend of mine. He's the guy that I
Yeah, I
borrowed
think
toys.
I
So
think
he's
these guys that are checking in are your friends.
that's right.
Uh,
So he's a big
uh,
toy collector too.
yeah,
So uh,
nice, very nice,
hopefully he'll get an
very
interview.
good. Yeah, okay, man.
All right.
That's it for me. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, and
Great
then
live. You
enjoy
take care.
your weather.
All right. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you too. Bye bye.
Bye.
Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. To those who ask questions and stop by to say hi, thank you so much to all, and hope to see you on the next one, guys. Bye.